Welcome to part 3 of the intro to VideoConverter. Okay, we'll go on to the next tab, but first up, before we go to the next tab, we can go down to these two buttons here. They're exactly the same buttons as the ones that if you right click and you go to details or edit the metadata tags, you can see that they're the same. So, and also these are reproduction of these guys here. So going on to the next tab, this is all about the video section. You've got the codec, size, frame rate, noise reduction, the aspect ratio. You can add tags. Some video players need tags to play, the older ones anyway, but they're not generally used nowadays. The pixel format, generally you don't really need most of these things here. The main thing is the actual codec, the video codec to use. The default is always 264. It's pretty well compatible with most players and TVs. If you select the media type here, this will be selected for you, but you don't have to agree with that. You can change it to whatever you want. So if I say select an AV, it'll keep it as 246, but I can change that to XVID if I wanted to. So I could go back there and it's change it back. Yeah, in the bottom section you've got the video filters as we described earlier on. You can save the video filters out as a preset, so you can import them back later on. You can reuse them. You can save a preset which is multiple filters set up the way you want, and then you can import it back by appending or prepending to the filters that are actually already there. So you can create compound filters for different purposes. This will open up the filter organizer. The next tab along is all about the audio. Same deal with the codec as it was with the video. There's different codecs for different purposes. The default is FAAC, but depending on how you've built your FFmpeg, you might not have these accessible. But if you've used this single button from the VideoConverter About section, then these will all be available to you. The bitrate, pretty well just a standard bitrate. It uses 160, which is good for Apple type stuff. 128 is a good setting too. Sample rate 48K, and 2 channels for stereo. Don't usually use this audio syncing method. We use a filter instead rather than that. But we'll go into that later on in the filters video. Memory tab, this is the stored memory that was quickly described earlier on. So if you right click on store, go back to that tab, you'll see that all this information is stored on that file to create custom encode jobs. get rid of that, and it's gone. The advanced, yeah, this is information which is a little bit beyond the scope of this intro. The advanced stuff's here. Codecs specific stuff, which is a little bit more advanced, presets for the 264 codec, the VP8, quality of CPUs used, bit of information on the FDK, that's the AAC codec, audio codec, and constant bitrate, variable bitrate options. Generally they're all automatically set, but you can set them manually here. The default brings them back down to 0. So that's pretty much got all those tabs out of the way in the encoder. The next tab along is the quality and the preview. This is the preview section, this is the quality section here. This estimated size is only for bitrate related encodes. It's very hard to work out using the quality, the variable bitrate. So yeah, that's basically only applicable to the top guy here. You've got the by bitrate, which is a constant bitrate, so the bitrate never changes, and you've got the variable bitrate which the bitrate always varies depending on the scene. So that's by quality. By quality is generally gives you a smaller file and better quality. So, but sometimes the audio video syncing may well go out sometimes, but I think they've pretty well much fixed that area of FFmpeg, so yeah, that's a pretty good setting. Okay, this is the preview setting we went over earlier on. If we want to do a preview, especially in the filters section, then it uses this this information in here. This is a percentage of the actual video, so here is 0 and here is 100%. It's set to 10% here, so that's where the preview will start. It'll run for 15 seconds, so depending on where you put here, it'll run for 15 seconds afterwards. So that'll give you a bit of a preview of the video, what it's going to look like. The FF Play is the player which comes with FFmpeg, and this is the window size. You can state your own window size, or you can just leave it at the default. The default will just give you window size based on the actual video size, so it won't change. Okay, the next tab is all about DVD ripping. If you've got a DVD and you want to rip some titles out of, then this tab's for you. This will be a list of all the titles. You can eject the DVD here, you can load it, bit of information about it. You've got the DVD information here if you click on that button. The audio streams that are included in the certain titles that you click on. So yeah, it's fairly straightforward. We'll run through how to rip a DVD in a future tutorial. And images is the next tab along. This allows you to drop a whole heap of images in here and create a movie out of them. The movie could be like a slideshow of different images, depending on what the frame rate and the how many images per second that you plan on showing. So you can make a movie or you can make a slideshow. The output movie will be placed on your desktop in a folder called whatever you've got written here. It'll default to image movie, so that'll be on your desktop if you want to use that. You just got clear and remove the items in the list. If you select the group item here, group image, it'll all the images which have the same name, it'll group together, so you'll just have one entry instead of 5,000 entries, which is a little bit cleaner. The images from, and that's the actual name there of the video in here. Whichever one you have selected will be the one which is referred to by this images from, and you can take the number of images every second. So if that's set to 1, it'll be one image will be captured every second of the video. You can select a range starting from a certain point in the of time in the video. So if you wanted to go 10 minutes into the video and then capture for say 10 seconds, and then however a number of images in that 10-second period. So if you've got 1, it'll be 10 images if it's 10 seconds. Okay, the next one's custom. You can write a formula in here if you like, and that'll do some weird kind of capturing thing. This is the type of images which will be captured, and the accuracy one is a hell of a lot slower, but it'll be exactly to where you specify in here. But it's not really worth using that. This is the folder from where the images will be placed into. So that'll be a folder. This is the name of the actual movie or the video. So it'll create a folder with the same name as the video. So that pretty much covers the basics of the video converter interface here. So that's your basic intro.